Hi there, and welcome to Time to Talk Traumatic Brain Injury, the podcast for survivors, by survivors, for the entire brain injury family, making your life more productive, fun, and exciting to live. Traumatic brain injury is a common cause of color blindness. When the brain experiences a severe injury, it can affect the functioning of the optic nerves, which transmit visual information from the eyes to the brain. If these nerves are damaged, they may not be able to process color information correctly, leading to color blindness. A study conducted by Lee in 2017 found that the participants who suffered from TBI, 5% experienced color visionary deficiency as a result of their injury. This shows that although it is rare, trauma can indeed cause color blindness in some individuals. We are all lucky at the Blue Sheet Clubhouse to be survivors of brain injury. But the survivors that are here today are very lucky not to have suffered any area of color blindness, or sight problems in any way. We've had some members of the Blue Sheet Clubhouse in the past suffer from eye problems and eye deficiencies, but that didn't stop them from living a healthy, productive, and healthy life with support from everyone who cares very much about them. In addition to TBI, trauma to the eyes can also lead to color blindness. The eyes contain special cells called photoreceptors, which are responsible for detecting and transmitting visual information to the brain. If these cells are damaged due to trauma, they may not be able to accurately detect certain colors, resulting in color vision deficiency. There are various types of trauma that can impact the eyes and cause color blindness. For example, a direct blow to the eye, such as from a fist or a ball, can damage the photoreceptor cells and lead to color vision deficiency. Similarly, a foreign object entering the eye can also cause damage and result in color blindness. It is important to note that while trauma can cause color blindness, the majority of color vision deficiencies are still caused by genetics. Inherited mutations in the genes responsible for color vision are the most common cause of color blindness. Today, on Time to Talk Traumatic Brain Injury, we talk about colors. Yes, in this episode, we like to refer to as the color palette. Many of our brain survivors, if you've been listening to shows previously, have used art as an expression of how they're feeling, especially colors. Well, today we are going to find out what they know about what colors make what colors when we have a look at different color combinations. Yes, we are going to have a complete interactive color mixing game today with primary and secondary colors making color combinations. Perfect for artists, designers, and especially brain injury survivors that want to learn how to express their feelings and emotions with many, many different hues. To begin, most people use the terms hue and color interchangeably. It is very common, even with artists and designers, to assume the two mean the same thing. Generally speaking, they sort of do, but technically they don't. The comment above sounds like one of those mind-bending riddles. In fact, the difference between them is actually very simple. When between hue and color in the easiest way possible. Color is a general term we use to describe every hue, tint, tone, or shade we see. White, black, and gray are often referred to as a color. A hue refers to the dominant color family of the specific color we're looking at. White, black, and gray are never referred to as a hue. Hue refers to the origin of the color we see. Think of the hue as one of the 6 primary and secondary colors. In other words, the underlying base color of the mixture you're looking at is either yellow, orange, red, violet, blue, or green. Now that you know a term to make you sound like a color pro, let's meet the Blue Sheet Clubhouse survivors who are going to take the color test today and see if they are color pros. Join me now in the Blue Sheet Clubhouse recording studio as we learn about colors. Let's see if our survivors understand the basic fundamentals of primary colors. Then, the next set of questions will find out what the survivors know about mixing primary colors to create secondary colors. And to sum things up, do you think our survivors know about the psychology of warm colors and the psychology of cold colors? Let's find out. Let the quiz begin. Okay, welcome to the Blue Sheet Clubhouse, and we've got our first contestant for the color palette test today, and that's Eddie. Now, Eddie, we're going to ask you some serious questions about what's going on with color, and we are going to start right now with some basic questions. Eddie, can you please tell me what the three primary colors are?
I believe it's red, blue, and yellow.
You are correct, Eddie. Congratulations. Now we're going to look at how to mix secondary colors. I'm going to give you two of the primary colors, and you tell me what color we get when we add these two primary colors. Are you ready? Red and blue.
Purple.
Wow, Eddie, fantastic. Ready for this one? Blue and yellow.
Orange.
No, not orange. No, not orange. It's at a stoplight. If it's not red, it's
Tangerine.
no, it's not tangerine. It is
Yellow.
oh my gosh. No, it is green. Blue and yellow make green, okay? And the last one, Eddie, is red and yellow. Think of a fire, red and yellow.
Green.
Eddie, come on, red and yellow. That's right. Red and yellow make orange. Those are primary colors, and you're mixing two of them to give you a another color. Obviously, how to mix secondary colors. And that was our step-by-step guide. Now, Eddie, I got something really interesting for you. Okay, here's our second stage with Eddie. Eddie's going to do the color test, the personality color test. He's going to take a look at the colors that we've given you, and you're going to pick the color that makes you feel the best when you look at it first. Then repeat the process, the remaining colors, until none of them are here. Okay, are you ready, Eddie?
Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Here you go. Here's your chart, and go ahead. We'll talk about what. Go ahead. Purple,
Oh, am I still going?
blue, black, yellow, orange, green, brown, and gray. Okay, Eddie, we're going to do this again, and you're going to choose the colors that make you feel the best. This is the second time round. Let's see what changes. So go ahead, Eddie, pick your colors. Blue, purple, green, black, yellow, orange, brown, and gray. Okay, Eddie, fantastic. You've completed the test. And now look at some of your results. I want to thank you very much for doing the color quiz. And these results are provided as a fun way to examine your personality. But even though the results are very accurate, you should not consider them a diagnosis. See a doctor for that. Okay, Eddie, here you go. Your existing situation. You are searching for a close bond with others, which are accepting and kind. You need a safe, peaceful atmosphere. And your stress source demands to be noticed by others on an important individual, needs attention and recognition. His current situation is leaving him dissatisfied. He feels he needs to make friends with those who hold the same high standards he does. That's your stress source. And your restraining characteristics, your current situation makes you feel unable to prove yourself, but you're trying to make the best of things. Well, thank you very much, Eddie, for that color test. And our next guest to join the color wheel is Jim. Jim's got some experience, I think, as a house painter, as an interior designer or something. Let's find out what Jim knows about the color test. Color test. Okay, Jim, I'm going to give you these questions. Red and yellow.
Orange. Orange.
How about red and blue?
Purple.
Oh, you're quick. What about red and yellow and blue?
Black.
Wow, this guy knows his colors. What about red and blue and green?
White.
Holy smokes, Jim.
Okay.
What about, I don't know, what about white and red?
Pink.
How about red, purple, and blue?
Well, that would be mauve color.
Oh, exactly. Jim, are you an interior designer?
No, I was a house painter. I was a house painter, and I've had 50 tries at this before we finally got this recording.
At this point in the podcast, when we're going to go with Jim and look at the color test based on choosing the colors in a grid that make him feel the best, Jim had something very interesting to say. I want you to listen to this.
I've always had no connection with this kind of thing my whole life because, remember, I was born with brain injuries. So these color things like that, I can't even visualize. I can't attach my feelings or my moods to any of that stuff.
Even now, really?
No. No.
You want to give it a shot just for fun?
No.
Okay, thank you, Jim. Okay, now we have Sarah, who was in the office and shows a lot of interest and curiosity to come on out and see what we were doing. And we're playing the test, Sarah, of looking at colors, and you're going to pick the color that makes you feel best, and then you can continue until one's left, okay? So choose the color that makes you feel best, and then lessen the colors depending on your feelings from there. So let's go. What do you got?
So say the color out loud.
No, I can tell. Go ahead.
I think this makes me feel
Okay,
best.
purple makes you feel best. Then next,
Yellow.
yellow. No, press it, please. Purple, yellow, okay. Orange, blue, green, brown, gray, and black. Okay, Kara. Now we have to do this one more time because we're going to see how your emotions are, and I'm going to come up with some answers for you. Go ahead. Purple again, yellow, orange, blue, brown, green, gray, and black. Okay, Sarah, here you go. Thanks for doing that color test. As we told you, these are only very accurate, but you should not consider them a diagnosis. This is see a doctor or psychologist. Sarah, your existing situation, you need to create emotional and you need to, excuse me, 210. Your existing situation, you need to be creative and emotional. You're looking for ways to fulfill, expand those qualities. You're looking for a partner who enjoys the same activities, seeking adventure and new and unusual activities. Also, your stress sources. You're feeling empty and isolated from others and wish to overcome this feeling, believes life has more to offer than what you are experiencing thus far, and doesn't want to miss out on anything. You pursue your goals and dreams have to be a mustful that you are not fearful and you have not missed any opportunities. Thank you very much, Sarah, for playing the color test.
Thank you, Greg. That was bang on. This is actually how I feel right now.
And Sarah, what color is your favorite? Like if you're going to express yourself today, what colors would you use? Because a lot of brain injury survivors express themselves in colors. What would you express yourself today? What would be the feeling today of the color that you would like to express yourself?
I think pink today.
Why pink?
I don't know. I just keep seeing that color. I feel like pink can be a lot of fun. It's a fun color.
And you're feeling in a fun way. Isn't that funny that you're looking for adventure and fun things? You pick pink. Well, thank you, Sarah. Your emotions are real, but they don't get to be the author of your story. You do. So when life hits hard, when the ref blows the whistle, when the world doesn't seem to go your way, breathe, refocus, reset, and shout it with your chest. Next play. Because that's how winners live, and that's how leaders lead. And that's how you build a world worth living in. One word, one choice, one next play at a time. Well, thanks so much for joining us in the podcast today. It was lots of fun learning about colors, and we look forward to talking to you in a couple weeks with a fun, productive, and again, another enjoyable podcast. Take good care of yourselves. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
The views and opinions expressed on this podcast are solely those of the Time to Talk TBI panel and other contributors. These views and opinions do not necessarily represent those of the Grid Center for the Family Brain Injury Services staff. We value your feedback and comments. Please send us an email at dbipodcasts@cridge.org.